Cheers to being single. I bought this champagne glass for $2 so that I could sip soda out of it. Clink, clink, bitch. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Actually, today is Valentine's Day because I'm uploading this tomorrow, but today is Valentine's Day. Wow, 2 videos in 1 week. Oh my god. Is she a YouTuber? I am very single. So for this Valentine's Day, I want to celebrate a little bit of the most important love, which is self-love. Aw, she's corny. So I just wanted to get ready, chit-chat a little bit, talk about love, talk about Valentine's Day, talk about loving yourself, and yeah, I think that's it. Starting this video out with the natural curls all out, a cute little satin robe on, and some Sprite and a champagne flute. I actually think I'm gonna put my hair up because I think I'm gonna wear a wig. So I'm just gonna part my hair into 4 sections to braid it up. I would normally do smaller sections and more of them, but I cannot be bothered. I don't know if I've ever shown my natural hair on this channel. It's actually a miracle that I still have this much hair because I feel like every time I wash it, an entire person's head of hair falls out. Every time I get out of the shower, I feel like I'm gonna look like the Cynthia doll from Rugrats. My hair sheds so much. I don't know how it's still on my head. There we go, see? A big, messy braid. Excellent. Now I'm just gonna do that 3 more times and I'll be right back. Okay, so now, hello? English. Can you speak it? Potentially. Okay, I'm just gonna put them in the tiny low bun, and honestly, this is like the most low effort wig prep that I've ever done. If you ever want to see me do a full wig video, I can do that. I don't think anybody cares, but I can do that for you if you would like me to. And I'm just gonna go in with my 2 warriors. This is the Got to Be Glued Free Spray. If you wear wigs, you know what I'm talking about. And the Alyssa Edwards Beast Fan. Burst! Just gonna spray this at my hairline. Smells like chemicals. And fan it a little bit. Here's the wig for the day. Oh yeah, we're going full Valentine. Come on, be my Valentine. Just gonna pin that down. I'm really just plopping this on because it's 10 p.m. and I have nowhere to go. Just gonna get that out of the way. Okay, so now we can actually get into the makeup portion. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Hydrating Balm Stick and the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. A double whammy for hydrated skin. And then we can get to talking. I just wanted to have a little talk about self-love and Valentine's Day and being anti-Valentine's Day, because I think Valentine's Day is such a controversial holiday and I don't think it should be. So many people hate it and I don't think they should. As a single person who loves Valentine's Day, I just wanted to have a little chit-chat about loving yourself and about having a good time on a holiday that's based all around love. It's Valentine's Day and I don't have a boyfriend, so that's giving me permission to go full coverage. I'm using the Becca 24-Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation. This stuff is like spackle. Like if you have anything that you've ever wanted to cover, this foundation will cover up lies, will cover up deceit, will cover up a side bay, it'll cover up 10 years and $100,000 worth of debt. This foundation is meant to cover everything. Getting off topic, the anti-Valentine's Day crowd is loud every year. And every year, I think they're bitter. Because Valentine's Day is a holiday, traditionally for relationships, I think single people have a natural resentment towards the holiday. Around feeling like unwanted and feeling unloved and feeling jealous that the whole world is out here celebrating something that you don't have, right? This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is new and I've tried it like 2 times, I think, but I'm not sure if I like it. I think I do, but I'm still testing it out. I'll let you guys know if I actually like this or not. I think I do, but I'm not positive, so don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to anything. I look so yellow. I look like Ronald McDonald. So, I think it's natural. I think it's natural for people to be bitter or for people to be like, it's a Hallmark holiday. Nobody celebrate love every day of the year. But. Holidays are so fun. Holidays are just an excuse to spend extra time and extra love on the people that you care about. And the best part about Valentine's Day is that includes yourself, babe. I look like the peanut butter baby. I'm letting my concealer dry down, so I'm gonna talk while it dries. I just think that Valentine's Day is such an opportunity to take time for yourself. You don't have a man to take you out on a date, take yourself out on one. Go watch your favorite movie. Go do all of the incredibly wonderful things about being single. You get to make the decision on where to eat. And if you're not the kind of person who likes to get gifts, give one. Give one to your best friend. Give one to your mom. Give one to your grandma. I bet your grandma would love a Valentine's Day gift. Why haven't you given her a Valentine's Day gift? Ask your grandma to be your Valentine. I'm serious. Call Ethel right now. Call her! Okay, but seriously, I'm not one of those people who's like, being single is so much better than being in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. I like monogamy. I like relationships. They're fun. They're awesome. Last Valentine's Day, I did have a boo. However, I think there's so much power in just taking the day that's about love and making it about yourself. That's the Leo in me. I understand it. I look like the egg that went viral. Like, I got my damp Shop Miss A blender. It's gonna go over that. Okay, self-love. Easier said than done, so let's talk about it. This is the Too Faced Born This Way powder, by the way. So, self-love. Oop, that was too much. Excellent. So, I am no expert in the category of loving yourself. However, I think I've learned a few lessons. A lot of my realizations when it comes to self-love kind of sort of have to do with Valentine's Day, but not like a ton, but like a little bit, so I'm still gonna talk about it anyway. I'm just setting my face in all the places that it creases, under my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose, and around my mouth where I smile a lot. I'm just blending out the concealer on my eyelids and setting them as well too, because there's no complicated eyeshadow for this look. It doesn't have to be a wet base. I'm not really baking, but I am pressing the powder in everywhere. Like, I'm not like packing on powder and letting it sit. I'm just like really pressing it into my skin. So I got dumped and that was awesome. And by awesome, I mean it was horrible. The thing that's hard about, okay, I look like a ghost, but I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna get my champagne glass back in my hand because I look like I know what I'm talking about like this. The thing that's hard about self-love really hard about self-love after a breakup specifically is that you start to question, like, you really start to question from an outside perspective, like, if you really are worthy of love. And if you're not worthy of love from that person that you loved, how are you worthy of love from yourself? That's deep. Wow, we're getting deep on my channel. By the way, zoom in. Okay, so you can see how that powder like really just minimizes the appearance of texture. Like, you can still see it, like it's still skin, but like barely. Like, it's mostly not skin. It becomes really difficult to separate your individual identity from that relationship because you were in that relationship so long. But I think that with time and with a perspective shift, you can begin to appreciate yourself and all of your own individual value outside of another person. Okay, back to the makeup. Okay, so I got these new bronzers from Alamar Cosmetics. They're so sweet. They sent me their 3 bronzer kits and their brushes. I'm really excited to use these. So I'm gonna use this middle one here. I'm gonna bronze up my face and talk to you guys a little bit more. I'm gonna use this one right here. This is the medium tan. I'm gonna use their complexion brush and go in with that bronzer Soltera. Oh, I like that color. Oh, that's an excellent color. Period. Okay, I'm gonna use this whole trio today and we'll see how that goes. I saw this metaphor on Twitter that I sent to a friend because I thought it really was just helpful. And it said something about that you could like be the whole package and still end up at the wrong address. And I thought that was just like really, and that might just be some fake woke Twitter BS, but I think it's really important to understand that your value isn't dependent on anybody else's reception of it. Let me say that again. Your value is not at all dependent on someone else's reception or acknowledgement of that value. It really helps, in my opinion, to see your relationship with someone or with love in general. Hello? That spray got on my forehead and now it won't blend over that. Oh, ew. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm gonna use that deeper shade in the palette to really just contour below the bronzer and just add additional depth to my face. Wow, that's so pretty. Oh my god. They blend so quickly. Like, I'm putting Okay, that was a little muddy, but that's my fault. That's my fault. That is not the fault of the product. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better, that's better. I'm just contouring my nose with that middle shade to see if I can get away with it. And this area right here, I don't know what that's called, but like the area between your nose bridge and your brows, right there. I don't think I have any like hot tips for loving yourself because I don't think that's real. I'm sorry. I don't think anything that anybody else says is really gonna make you love yourself anymore. Finally, I'm gonna try out this brightening shade and their brightening brush and just pack that right under my eye. Is that making a difference? Yeah, sure. Okay. That's doing something. Yeah, okay. Definitely doing something. Definitely doing something. Nothing that anybody ever actually says is gonna make you love yourself anymore. It's a process. Everyone's gotta go through it. However, that is not meant to be discouraging because there are things that you can say to yourself that'll make you love yourself that much more. I'm gonna use this because I haven't used it in a long time. This is the Morphe James palette. I use it all the time on YouTube. I haven't used this in months. I'm gonna use this shade right here because it's kind of reddish. I'm gonna use that for my brows. Actually, hold up. Pause. I'm skipping a step. Before I use any kind of powder on my brows, I like to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter first and just run that through my brow hairs so that the powder kind of has something to stick to, but also has like defined brow hairs to work with. Yeah, you see how that just like makes my brows make sense? Yeah, that's the goal. Please ignore all of the spray that got on my forehead. I should have wiped it off. I did not ignore it. Nobody else is really going to be able to fully change your opinion about yourself, but you can, and that's the beauty of it all. Now that I've got a brow done, I can actually focus on talking to you guys again. Okay, there are so many incredible things about you to love, and if you don't know what they are yet, there's no shame in asking for a little help. Google affirmations to tell yourself in the morning, or ask your friends what their favorite thing about you is to start telling yourself all the amazing, wonderful, lovable things about you. Because I think the first steps to loving yourself are, 1, believing that you are worthy of love, and secondly, appreciating all of the wonderful things about you. Kind of into these red brows. Kind of really about it. I'm gonna pop a little bit more brow gel on top of all of that. I need a brush that is flatter than my ass, which is hard to do. If you want a detailed version of this makeup look, I can give it to you. I don't know if you care, but I can give it to you. My brows are not at all the same. This brow is really killing it. This brow, but ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignoring the fact that my brows do not look at all the same is self-care. I'm just saying. Ignored. Done with. Okay. This palette actually doesn't have the shade that I really need, so I'm gonna put it down for a second. This is Anastasia Soft Glam. I'm gonna use Burnt Orange. That's the shade I'm looking for. I'm looking for just anything that's like slightly darker than my skin tone. Bronzy-ish color, but kind of on the neutral side. Yeah, that's this one. Burnt orange, and I might go in and deepen with a little bit of rustic. If you want a detailed version of what I'm about to do, request one, because this is not about to be detailed. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to place all of this slightly above my crease to give myself like a very wide eye expression, but it's going to go slightly above and very far out. So about to the tail of my brow and in the shape of my crease. Yeah, affirmations. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a little vain sometimes. If taking a few selfies in your hottest dress and telling yourself, bitch, you look good, is gonna make you love yourself, do it. I don't know why we're so afraid of a little bit of vanity. I think that there should just be no shame in doing the things that make you feel good. And if you're shaming somebody for taking a bomb selfie in the year of our Lord 2020, okay, boomer, these are new brushes. These are new Profusion brushes. This is the ES3, and Profusion's really affordable, so these are probably pretty well priced, and they're very soft. So you see how that just like lifted and extended my eye? That's what we want. That's exactly what, like, this eye looks really big, great, but this eye looks really like sexy. And the things that you like to do, or the things that make you feel good or good about yourself, don't have to be things like based on looks. They could be like singing a song, they could be going out for a drive, just anything that's gonna make you feel like the most like yourself. Now, you remember that bronzer that we placed right there earlier? I'm gonna connect this eyeshadow to that bronzer. And to reconnect that with Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day is the perfect time of year to explore what those things are. A date is supposed to be like a time to get to know someone, right? Then have a date where you're supposed to get to know yourself. Valentine's Day is excellent now. I solved it. Congratulations. I fixed it. You now no longer hate Valentine's Day. If you're having trouble finding your crease, by the way, like, it's where your eyeball ends. They're gonna go slightly above that for where the eyeshadow goes. You see that kind of soft contour to the eyes? Like, it added a lot of dimension, but not a lot of drama. I'm gonna take that Profusion flat shader eyeshadow brush. This is the ES5, and use this pale corner shade from the James palette. You just need a matte shade that's lighter than your skin tone, because we're not going to cut the crease because that's too harsh. We're just going to kind of shove powder in the place that you would cut your crease, just kind of softly bringing back attention to that lid, because Valentine's Day is about being soft and cuddly and lovely, and that's what we're going for. The exact eyeshadows of this look that I'm using don't really matter. Really cater them to your skin tone. You just want something that's deeper and more neutral than your skin for this, and lighter for the lid. I'm gonna also use a little bit of this banana shade and mix it with this so it's not quite as pink. I want something super metallic on the inner corner, but not on like the full inner corner, just on this little part right there. So I'm gonna take the ABH loose highlighter in So Hollywood, brighten my brush a little bit and a tiny bit, and placing the highlight right here instead of like fully in the inner corner accentuates that elongated cat eye look. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit in the shade Goldilocks in that same space just to add a little bit more shine. You see how that just like amped it up that much more? I added a little bit more burnt orange. Just run that. Probably put some blush on. Apricot in the Middle by Wet n Wild. I like this blush and it's like $3, so not directly on the apples of my cheeks, but like right between the apples of my cheeks and where my bronzer goes, to give the appearance that my actual apples are a little bit more grazed. I'm only highlighting my nose. I know, disappointing. This is the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter. I love this stuff. I feel like it's the closest I'll ever come to knowing the sweet, sweet joy of the Ombre Z highlighter. I don't even think they're similar. I think the only thing that's probably similar about them is that like little bit of like wavy texture. However, I don't have the Ombre Z highlighter. Amra, I know you follow me on Twitter, and I know that you see that I've tweeted repeatedly that I don't have the highlighter, and yet you sit, you laugh, you mock me, you don't re-release it. I'm hurt. I'm hurting inside, Amra. Disrespectful. I'm gonna take that same tiny brush and just place the highlighter right here on the bridge of my nose, just the flat part, and on the tip. Boop. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills liner. I like this liner a lot. It has come to my attention that it was supposed to be waterproof. It's not. That's why I like it. If you like waterproof liner, you will hate this, but I hate waterproof products near my eyes, so I like it. It's really matte, it's really black. I enjoy it. However, it has come to my attention that if you thought this was waterproof, it's not. If you thought this was waterproof, you are out of luck, my guy. I'm just gonna do a fat wing. I'm just gonna do a fat wing. If you would like a tutorial on how I do my eyeliner, I can make that video if you'd like. I had to write a whole math essay on eyeliner, so I got some tips if you want them. But I'm gonna do that off camera because I don't know how to function on camera. I'll be right back. I will have a fat wing in the next clip. Here we go. My wings don't match, but it's fine. It's because I did them in accordance to my eyebrows and my eyebrows didn't match. So it's okay, ignore them. It's fine. I pretend I do not see. I'm gonna coat my lashes with a little bit of Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Now we've got lips. It's Valentine's Day. I could go for nude, but I am gonna go for a brown lined red, matching our lipstick to our wig 2020. Amen. I'm gonna use a new lip liner. This is Spice by One Day Beauty. I used this yesterday, and I like how firm it is. I don't like lip liners to be too creamy because I feel like what's the point then? You might as well just be using a lipstick. So I really like the texture of this. My lips have been weirdly, like, extremely chapped for the past few days. I haven't done anything different, so I don't know why. But, ignore my crusty lips. I'm gonna use my favorite red lip ever because we treating ourselves on Valentine's Day. This is Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in Uncensored. Add a little bit more chocolatey brown to the edge. I'm gonna use ABH Malt and just kind of like block that around the edges, blotting that in with my finger. I wish I had the brown Fenty lipstick to do this with, but I don't have it. So Rihanna, if you wanna hook me up, my email's in the description. Hop on some lashes, I'm gonna curl my hair, and that'll be it. So I'll be right back with the final look.
They
these lashes for only $2. The link will be in the description. Alright everybody, so I think that brings an end to my Valentine's Day tutorial. I'm glad you came to chit chat with me a little bit about loving yourself. Why I think Valentine's Day should be appreciated more as a holiday, and I hope you had fun. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you liked me, I'd love it if you subscribed. Bye! How do I not have a date looking this good?